You too, what it do? It's your boy Benji and we back ballin'. If you're a new person, don't forget to subscribe, man. Let's get it.
Tell your mans to chill. Yo, who mans is this? Somebody come get this.
Hey, yo, look. So, of course, Luka Doncic, Dallas Mavericks, Los Angeles Lakers, and I guess the Utah Jazz broke the internet overnight, man, with this crazy news of his blockbuster trade. And we are checking out a lot of the reactions instantly to what was going on. Let's hear KD and every mad out.
Yeah, would have never thought Luka Doncic get traded at this age, mid-season. Yeah, so NBA is a wild place, man. If he could get traded, then anybody's up, for grabs, So yeah, so the fans, somebody spectating is pretty fun. I know it's kind of nerve-wracking, no part for Luka and everybody in Dallas, LA, AD, so everybody involved, I'm sure, their heads are spinning right now.
Bro, imagine, bro. Luka's probably got a house in Dallas. AD's got a house in LA, right? So now you just got to uproot and move. You thought you were the cornerstone of this team, of this franchise. They just up and moved you. Y'all went to the finals last year, bro. You were just ready working on getting back into health and be ready to play and send your team back to the finals. And then you just get hit with a boom. We're not calling it was Woj. I don't know what we're calling it, but Sham's the one that dropped this news first, and you just get hit with this information, and not you headed to the West Coast, bro. Crazy work. Oh my gosh, like he said, this means nobody's safe. And it's just so interesting. Like if you're a Dallas Mavericks fan, a few years ago you drafted a guy named Dennis Smith Jr. That guy had immense potential. He was one of the last breed of these uber athletic point guards that could create, get by everybody, and dunk on somebody, right? And you had that guy as a high draft pick. And then the next year, picked up Luka Doncic. And as you started to see the potential in Luka Doncic, you had a decision to make. Keep Dennis Smith or get rid of Luka. Well, what they ended up doing was getting rid of Dennis Smith and keeping Luka. And hey, a pretty solid gamble because Luka Doncic is he's a player. He's a baller. He hoops. And look, he helped lead y'all to the finals. And then you give up on him at year 25 and send him somewhere else to now grab aging superstars. Any type of security or anything like that Luka might have felt in Dallas.
Just as a player, does this kind of underscore the transactional nature of this business?
It's always been transactional.
Yeah. You guys just puzzle pieces in the process. That's why I find it so interesting that a lot of these dudes can make millions of dollars, but at the end of the day, they are slaves to the process. They're slaves to the bigger picture, the NBA.
The players are held to a different standard of loyalty and
Facts.
commitment to a program.
Facts.
But the organizations don't get held to that same standard
Nope.
from the outside world, either whether from media members or fans. And we all should be held to that same standard. Like, it's a transactional game. There's a lot of money involved, a lot of business involved, too.
Yep.
So we shouldn't be too shocked about trades, with guys moving to different teams, coaches moving to different teams. It's just the nature of playing basketball and us making this much money involved, too. So
Right.
it's pretty wild times, man, and especially around trade deadline time. I know everybody's gonna be watching their phone the next few weeks. Next
No,
week,
yeah.
we got 5 days. I know everybody's gonna be following the updates. So yeah, just two great players just got moved. It's just, man, I just can't wait to see it all on the floor and see.
Yeah, what does this do for Lively as well? Because Lively's your true big. Now, does this put AD in the more the high post situation? Are y'all going to do Twin Towers offense? Because like I said, again, Lively and Gafford are the ones eating off of just being able to cut to the basket and catch lobs. They're not really the ones that are creating any offense. It's not like you're dumping down to them dudes and letting them post up. And so where AD's success has been, he doesn't necessarily see that option. It's interesting.
Hear from both of them too. I know that first time talking is gonna be eventful time. So wow. Yeah, I dealt with that too. Coming out the finals and you trade a huge part of your team, and it just takes something away. It takes get a little bit more courage to do some stuff when you see another team trade away somebody like that. Right. This got to be the biggest trade I've seen since I've been in the league, or since I've been watching the sport. This is
Crazy, right?
So yeah, every other team might get confidence and say, "Fuck it, I'll trade my." You know what I'm saying?
Right. Obviously, you said it surprises you, but does it add anything to what just happened that they made the finals last year?
I mean, that's on them. That's their decision. Might have been how it turned out in the finals, what they were seeing, whoever's making the calls over there. So, but, you know, AD's a really good player. Probably my favorite teammate to play with this summer on the Olympics. So, you know, both teams got great players out.
Look at this.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I'm gonna have to call now.
NBA is a wild place indeed. There's no way this is true. This is savage. But if y'all remember, D-Book and Luka had some beef, so it was interesting to hear his thoughts on the discussion. And the Mavericks continue to try to have that moment redone over and over and over again, and this dude D-Book could not wait for the opportunity to jump on them. Someone in the comments said, imagine Luka being traded before Dwight Powell. How did Luka get traded before Jimmy? No, facts. Somebody said that LeBron James had grown frustrated with AD, and LeBron James himself said that is a effing lie. Tyrese Maxey, Mr. Process himself. LOL, this joint says he traded one of the greatest players in basketball history for a 31-year-old in the first-round pick. Nico Harris will not see heaven's gates. Oh my gosh, that is a risky trade. Malik Monk, shocked. CJ McCollum, look at Halliburton talking about some shams got hacked. And this dude was just at the Royal Rumble. And this is what he walked into. Jalen Brunson with an explicative. Josh Hart. Caruso, bro. Because, bro, this thing really came out of nowhere. There wasn't any inklings of disruption or distaste. Just popped out of nowhere. Boom. Luka traded. What y'all think, man? What were y'all initial reactions to the situation, bro? I couldn't believe it. Bro, I was out with some friends and I saw that and I was baffled, bro. That, that really does have to put everything in perspective, bro, if you're an NBA player, because that means none of these dudes are safe. And half of these dudes that are tweeting about the scenario could be gone at the mid-season moment, too. Okay. Anyway, come on. Man. What we thinking? Nobody's safe in the league anymore. No, yeah, that had to be a conversation that had been brewing in the background and nobody released information. That's gotta have us question a lot of the validity of a lot of these NBA reports too, because if something like this can get conspired and nobody knows, but we're hearing information about this and that and this and that and this and that, it goes. I mean, we gotta be able to question a lot of people, bro, in their reporting.